Anita Rachvelishvili, you have been awarded Best Singer of the Year. I have seen and heard you on stage several times, and I always had the strong feeling that you really enjoy what you're doing on stage, singing, performing, living the roles.
First of all, I'm very honored. I'm very happy to hear that, and it's really beautiful to have such a news from you. Thank you so much for giving me this news. I do enjoy and I do love what I do, and I think singing is giving me life, is giving me the energy to go on, to feel alive, and music is been helpful, and mostly in this very difficult times, it's very important to have music and for me to have singing.
Accidentally, I went to the Carmen performance at the State Opera in Berlin, which was the last public performance here before the first lockdown, which was a strange feeling for us in the auditorium. You did another performance after that, which was broadcast. What did that feel like for you on the stage, not really knowing will we go on or not, but everybody thought that the lockdown is coming?
It was a very difficult day for us. First of all, not knowing exactly what's going to happen. We had strange feeling during whole performance. It felt like it was something that we were doing for the last time before a very long period. And then came a decision to do the streaming performance with the empty theater. So it was very strange to have the theater after we've done already a few performances, and it was always full house. We always had a lot of people coming and watching performance. So it was really strange. Maestro was talking about, he was actually joking the last performance with the public. He was joking, oh, Corona, you see, people doesn't care about Corona, the theater is full of people. It was actually full house that day. So we kind of started joking with him on this, but inside we knew something bad is happening, something bad is coming. And it was even worse when we had to do the streaming performance and had to see completely empty theater after some performances that were already done. It was really strange. It was really a different feeling. It's not like in a dress rehearsal when you don't have, for example, people, but you still know that you're in a rehearsal period. But here it was a performance, it was empty theater. We all had this like very deep, very heavy feeling on our hearts, and this continues, unfortunately, because we are still in the same situation with the same problems.
In the meantime, you performed in Naples, again, accidentally. I've been there for that Aida, and I saw you together with Pirozzi and Kaufmann.
Yes.
Open air with the marvelous theater in your back. That must have been strange as well, like coming back to the stage, and now stages are closed again, but in the meantime you did an open air performance of Aida.
It was actually, I felt very lucky that I had the possibility in these difficult times. People are not working, not performing, artists are staying home, and we all felt, the whole cast, we felt very, very lucky to be able to perform for the people. And Napoli was full of people in that period. It was a lot of people in the city. You've been there, and it was a strange feeling. It was still pandemic, but we were seeing all these people, the full piazza, plebiscito. It was kind of very, very special feeling, but very strange. And at the same time, of course, we felt very, very happy, because it was such a beautiful performance. It was such a beautiful feeling and such a beautiful chemistry between the colleagues. And for most of them, I had a concert in Athens before that, right before the Napoli Aida. So, but for most of us, it was like one of the first performances after the closure, the lockdowns in the world. So we've really felt special. We really felt lucky and happy to be able to perform one of the most beautiful operas in the world. You probably would agree on that. And I think that feeling is still with me, and I still keep it because I know it's going to continue for a while now. So it's a beautiful feeling to remember, to be there in the summer and perform for that beautiful people in Napoli.
At the start of last season, when nobody was thinking of Corona or COVID or anything, you sang Santuzza in Amsterdam. And I talked with some older singers who were raving about you and said, we have to go back to the greatest singers of the old times from the start of his career to think of such a voice and such artistry like yours. Who do you think of as your, say, idols, singers that you adore and where you think she is a person I have learned from?
There are many beautiful singers, of course, from the past, and I am one of the big admirers of old Italian technique. Really, for me, it's perfect. For me, it's just what we need today to continue make opera beautiful. And for me, there are many beautiful singers from the past. Singers like Corelli, of course. Singers like Siepi, Cossotto, from beautiful Russian singers also. We have Obraztsova and Bulgarian Dimitrova. Really traditional, big-voiced singers with beautiful musicality also. So I listen to the singers, to, for example, Galliano Masini also, who was an amazing Italian tenor. And I always listen and try to take more and more technical things, beautiful, smart technical things from the singers, because our job is to grow and to continue growing all the time, never stop, and never stop to try to be better, because the day you stop, it's the day that you stop your career also. Because I think it's very important that we grow and we learn, as not only as human beings, but also as artists in what we do. It doesn't matter what you do, it's important that you grow, you learn more, and you are curious. And that curiosity brought me where I am today. So I think it's very important to have this curiosity and to respect what they did in past, and to really know exactly what they were doing, how they were doing it, and what was their interest in what they were doing. I listen a lot with my husband, who is also a huge fan of opera and himself a singer. We often listen to documentaries, interviews of the old singers, and we listen their opinion about their own singing, which is very, very interesting, of course.
Mezzo-soprano roles are quite often loving women who are also extremely dangerous and very destructive also, certainly for the men around them. Also, if I think of one of your great roles, Principessa di Bouillon from Adriana Lecouvreur, what is it that fascinates you about these roles, and where do you find that destruction, that power, that danger in yourself when you perform?
I admire every single character that I sing. First of all, I always choose the type of character that I like, that I understand. And I would never accept a role that I don't understand or I don't feel in any kind of way close to myself, because it's going to be very fake, in my opinion, if you don't understand what you do exactly, if you don't understand what you play exactly, then it's going to seem fake. And my most important thing when I sing is to make people believe in what I do, because I believe in what I do. So to communicate with the people in the house, to have this beautiful exchange with them of the energy, of love for the music, and of passion, and all these beautiful things, you have to really know what you're doing. And every single character that I did, I was in love with that character. Like, let's take, like you said, Principessa di Bouillon. She is absolutely one of the meanest characters I ever performed in my life. She is a woman who can kill for something that she just wants, not loves or she's passionate. No, she just wants in that exact moment for maybe half an hour. She wants that man, and she can kill anybody who will be in her way. So she is one of the most evil characters. But I remember going really deep in this character, trying to understand why she's that way. I was reading a lot of things about this woman who was also a very powerful politician in her times, very powerful woman, very influencing, everybody around her and manipulating people around her all the time. So I understood kind of a type of a person she was. And I remember a friend of mine who was watching a performance at the Metropolitan Opera House, and we were doing this Adriana Leclerc with the beautiful Anna Netrebko. He came after the performance and he said, "I hate you. I really hated you for those 2 hours that you were on stage. I hated you deeply." And I felt like I had a really big success, that a person who loves me, who is a friend of mine and close to me, hates me that much. That's a very good thing. So I think it's very important to go deep and to understand every single character. And for that, I just do research. I do a lot of research. I try to do also research on the text and understand why the character is saying certain type of phrases or words, or why a librettist or the composer wanted this character to say this kind of thing. So it's just a big work and research around the characters, I think.
We have awarded you the best singer now, but of course there are quite a lot of very good singers around you. You have mentioned Anna Netrebko, or Piotr Byczała was in this Adriana Lecouvreur. How important are the singers around you during a performance for your own quality of singing?
Very, very, very important, because it depends a lot what type of a colleague you have. Because a colleague that is sure about itself, sure about the character, about the music, a colleague that puts the passion in the singing without a fear of stage or being wrong or singing in a wrong way, gives you a power of security on stage. So you really feel that you can fight if you need to. So it's really important to have a colleague who is able to give back also, because I always, like you said, I really enjoy what I do. I always give the whole myself. I never hold back anything. So it's beautiful to have people like Anna, for example, or like Piotr, or like Jonas, I don't know, Roberto Alagna. There are many, many, many beautiful colleagues. I don't want to name them all, but I'm very lucky to be singing and to be in the middle of my career with such a really historical, beautiful singers like them, and not only fight with them on stage in a certain way, but also learn a lot of beautiful things that they experienced already before me. So it's really beautiful to have the possibility to see these people work on stage, and to work with them, of course, because like we said with Anna Netrebko once, the fights we have on stage, they are real fights. We really feel powerful, and people see that and people feel that, and it becomes for them saying like the words that I heard from people saying this after, for example, Salzburg, Adriana Lecouvreur, people said that it was like two cats fight on stage, and they really felt that we hated each other and we really wanted to kill each other on stage. And in the real life, of course, it's not like that. We respect, we love each other, but it's beautiful to have something like her, someone like Anna, who never holds back also. So you have this crazy powerful energy coming from stage, and you really feel alive, not only on stage, but also in the public.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. And again, I just wanted to say I'm grateful. I'm very honored, and I wish I could be there. I wish it was a different times, and we didn't have all this thing to go through all together. But I'm wishing to all of you to be safe, to stay healthy, and that we have patience to survive this period and go back together in the theater again.